Hello, welcome to Bookworms. It's the show where we read a book and then talk about that book. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Joe.
And oh boy, is this a special bonus episode that we have here for you guys.
Just, forewarning for everyone, this is an NC-17 content. I know we put explicit on all of our episodes. It basically allows us to swear without having to censor ourselves or hit a bleeper. This one, there will be a lot of sexual content in it. So if you are under the age of 18, please get a parent's permission first.
Yep. If you're under 18, fuck off.
That's right, Alex. Fuck off.
So this book is one that I chose.
Well, hold on. Let's not get into the book. We
Oh,
got
that's
two very special guests today. How could Alex forget about either of them? One being a new guest, his wife.
Hi, I'm Megan. Thanks for the intro.
And everyone's favorite guest host, Becky.
Hello.
You know, everyone says that Becky should replace you and me, but maybe with Megan here, maybe you and we can finally step down and
We can retire.
ride off into the sunset together, and
Move to a beach in Maui.
Yeah, they can read the books and talk about the books.
I've read more books than you have this year, so shush.
Yeah, for once.
I've read less than all of you.
What do you have for us that is so deplorable?
Yes, the ladies have not read this book, but Alex forced me to read this, and Alex, I hate you.
Yeah, so I thought for a good idea for a bonus episode, we should get into some independently self-published materials. So naturally, I went straight for this one as soon as I saw it. It's a book called Stuffed by Sylvia Morrow, and it's described as a living pillow romance.
You don't need a pause on that, Alex.
A living pillow romance. It's exactly as it sounds.
You gonna read the back, or are you gonna keep torturing us with all these pauses?
Suspense.
I will blow really hard into this mic.
You would blow.
It's a perfect book for that. Right. The back of the book states, she thought she'd never be able to find a lover, but he's been in her bed for years. Anime-obsessed Anne might be a fictophiliac, or she might just hate touch so much she'll never have sex. She doesn't really care about the difference as long as she has her favorite pillow to grind against when she needs physical relief. Anne's favorite pillow is more than just a feather-filled cotton sack. He's alive, but no one knows it. Hot pulsing magic weaves between his fibers each time she touches him. All he wants is to be the man that Anne needs. Soft, moldable, and ready to cater to her every desire. But when he has enough magic to become a man, will Anne accept his eager touch? Can flesh and fabric come together in erotic bliss? Will more than one of them end up fully stuffed?
No smut book I have ever read ever wanted a soft man. Just saying.
And Becky's read a lot of smut books with her smut book club.
Hey, smooters!
Oh, wait. You actually have a smut book club?
Legit. No cap.
No
Is that
cap
how
is
the
still
kids
there.
talk these days?
That's how
I was
the kids
gonna say,
talk about it.
They don't even say that in
all right.
elementary
So-
school anymore.
So what phobia does she have?
She can't stand the touch of human flesh.
Any human flesh.
Any human flesh.
Okay.
So
Thank you
it
for
didn't have to be
clarifying.
a pillow. Animals were good then.
You know.
Well, living flesh, we'll call it.
Living flesh. Okay.
They just said
They-
this is an
they-
alive pillow. It didn't say a dead pillow.
They never bring in mammals or fish or reptiles.
That's what Beauty and the Beast is for. All right. Page 1.
Page 1, yeah, we get to know Anne pretty
This is
quick.
pure Shakespearean talent. Coming right here. Alex, why don't you lead us
Yeah.
into the opening sentences?
Yeah, we all remember the wonderful opening line from that Shakespeare play, holy shit, dude, ever hear of personal space?
How you greet me every day.
Yeah, so we immediately meet Anne, and she just she comes off as just like the most wonderful person to meet at a party. Just great to hang out with. She's walking on a busy sidewalk. Every guy she meets is a creep. and she's just uncomfortable being around other people.
Yeah, we get two perspectives in this story. We get Anne and then the pillow.
So yeah, they alternate chapters. So we get a little bit of each one's perspective.
Does the pillow have a name?
Not
Eventually,
yet.
Yeah, eventually he gets a name.
Bum Trotter or something. Harold.
What's wrong with the name Harold?
Just not a name that smut books are going to scream. Sorry.
That's good. That's my great-grandfather's name.
Anytime. I had a relative tell me about her husband, and he was her sex kitten.
Oh my.
I was 13.
And we wonder why you're screwed up.
Next page. What do we got? Tell me
so-
about this weird,
so-
wonderful person.
All I see
Yeah.
is my ass.
Anne likes to front load a lot of exposition, give some description of how she truly feels about people. So she works in graphic design. She's really into anime. She's what she describes herself as a fictophiliac, someone who's aroused by fictional characters. And she doesn't really bond well with actual people. So she says, I don't like real people. I really, really don't. Aside from my small family and online friends, that is. Those particular folks are awesome because I don't have to touch them. I get to enjoy their presence platonically and from at least several inches away. But dating? Gross. My hoo-ha dries up at the thought.
You had me at hello.
But she does have a big thing for the anime that character she watches. She has a very particular show or two that she repeatedly goes back to.
Is it Dragon Ball Z?
You know, that's my first gripe about this book, is she never reveals the name of the anime that she's watching.
You know it had something to do with balls.
Exactly.
Yeah. But she gets home, she puts on her favorite anime. She
Grinds on her pillow.
She grinds on her pillow while she's watching her favorite character, plays a butler in the show.
I kept thinking of the Afghanistan animation from
Super
Troopers. When she kept talking about the butler, it's like the butler that protects the monkey.
So she finishes up, she goes to bed, and then it's chapter 2, and
Well, it's not even just that she goes to bed. She goes to bed with her pillow. You know, after she just
Who
ground
do you
on
go
it.
to bed with?
Wait
Well,
a minute. Wait, I have to go back. So there's a butler that protects a monkey in her anime.
No, it's just a butler.
That was
No,
Joe's anime.
My reference was a movie reference of a fake TV show. I think it's fake, anyways.
Well, there's so many. There's one that's called Black Butler, and he has red glowing eyes.
That might be the one.
yeah, I tried looking it up using the name of the using the name that the pillow gets later on. I think Black Butler might be the show. I'm not 100% on it though.
I think it is just because of the way she designs her pillow when they are designing it.
Wait, what? Nope. Nope.
Yeah, so let's jump into chapter 2 where
Yeah.
we meet the pillow. So the pillow's a really nice guy.
The pillow has a single feather of a phoenix.
Yeah, this is actually kind of a stroke of brilliance, like of answering why is this pillow alive. So yeah, the phoenix fell in love with a goose, and then the goose died.
And one feather went to Harry Potter, and one feather went to Voldemort, and one feather went to this stupid pillow. Okay, cool.
But then the phoenix died of sadness, and because it was so heartbroken, it couldn't be revived, and it perished in a funeral pyre of its own making. But one of its feathers escaped the blaze, and it landed among its lover's goose down, and it was all put together into a pillow.
I don't think they understand how a phoenix works.
This
Anywho.
reminds me kind of that the Pinocchio movie. What is it? Was it Jonathan Taylor Thomas or whatever? Nobody died. He just got struck by lightning in the wood and turned into a magical boy. In this case, it's a sex pillow. By the way, how do they know it's male?
I don't think we want to know that.
Is it that one feather?
Stop.
Just one?
Well, no comment.
No.
So we get this pillow. Basically, it's gaining sentience off of Anne's tears.
I don't think think she's grinding the right part of her body for that.
Well, she'll cry into the pillow, or it will get sentience. It'll drain the life out of insects that land on the pillow.
Yeah, the pillow.
It's like a vampire.
That character from X-Men who was it Rogue?
Yeah, Rogue.
Yeah, it's got rogue abilities where anything it touches, it has the ability to pull the life force out of. So like it keeps its life by pulling like a housefly lands on it at one point and it pulls the life out of the fly and kills it and absorbs its life essence.
Is that why she's not attracted to humans? He's pulled all this life and emotional romance out of her, and that's why she's not attracted to humans?
No, she was that way before the pillow. This pillow is just obsessed with her. Like stalkery obsessed.
Does the pillow
In this day and age,
pull anything from her?
Oh, yes, he does. Does this pillow get washed? I mean, come on.
No. It never really gets into that.
Yeah, it's 80 pages. There's not a lot of space for laundry.
It's her night in white satin.
Boom.
So, anyways, the pillow is kind of subsiding off of insects and tears, and finally, one of Anne's coworkers, who's a real creep, goes to her house and tries to assault her.
Good old Todd.
Yeah.
So we meet Todd at her job, and he's like a real creep to her the whole time. Keeps asking her out relentlessly. A real HR nightmare. A few chapters later, he shows up at Anne's home, and kind of barges his way in, and that's when things get. That's when the plot really moves along.
Of course, that has to be the catalyst of a plot. Creepy man or creepy pillow.
That's it? That's all we got?
Well, so it sucks the life out of him. Basically, they have to call an ambulance for him because he's turned from a 20-something-year-old guy to like an 80-something-year-old guy in the space of a few minutes.
Yeah, the pillow pulls
his life force.
Yeah, pulls his life force out of him, ages him by about 60 years, and then,
So this pillow could really be a murdering sociopath.
It is. It is.
Yeah, this, cool. Spoilers, this pillow kills a few people.
It doesn't kill anyone in this one. It just hurts them.
He puts them to sleep.
So a little aside after, so the pillow, gets Todd's life force and starts forming itself into a vaguely human shape. And
it absorbs so much of Todd's life force, it's finally able to speak, and it begins its communication with Anne.
Oh. Just what I want.
As Anne is talking to this pillow, there's a trope in here that I noticed. I listened to a podcast, 372 pages, will never get back. Alex got me onto this. And they did a book on called The Mister by who's the person that did
E.L. James.
Yeah, E.L. James. And one of the quotes that they kept pulling from that book was "fuck." That one sentence for a paragraph, one word, and this book started doing that quite.
Wait,
I've been quoting books this whole time then.
For real. And why are you picking on E.L. James, other than the fact that it's horrible writing? But whatever, because The Witcher says fuck all the time, and he is a sexy beast when he does it.
Yes, but when these smut books do it, they tend not to be sexy beasts, unlike The Witcher.
Oh, them's fighting words.
Do you really want Anne in the pillow saying fuck like sexy beasts in the place of The Witcher?
I'd rather have this book not exist, but we're past there. We're past that.
Yeah, so the pillow also starts changing its shape, so it starts assuming a more humanoid appearance. So when Anne first discovers the transformation, she notices the pillow is now all of a sudden turned into 4 pillows with like arms and legs coming out of it, and she's really weirded out about it. She's got a thing of soda and some chips, and she's all ready for a nice evening, and then explodes all over the room in hilarious fashion.
And eventually the pillow talks to her into saying, "Hey, you can make me into whatever you want. I just want to serve you. So tell me what you're looking for." And Anne hops on that idea and turns him
Please
into
don't say hops on.
turns him into the Black Butler.
We don't know it's the Black Butler. But
the first time he talks to her, he describes his voice. Thusly, he says, "My voice sounds like as if a creaking door and an old air conditioner had a child, and it shat in my mouth."
Let's hear how that sounds, Alex. You do voices.
I haven't practiced that one enough. I
don't
didn't do
think
enough show prep for that.
Go ahead.
What happens in your bedroom stays there, please.
I feel like I'm in this bedroom with that kind of description.
Well, that's fun. Oh.
I'm sorry.
All right, so he creaks when he talks. Wonderful.
But
No.
but we get I'll give a quick quote here. The pillow saying, "Oh, Anne, you have no idea how much you mean to me. You are the reason I exist and the reason I want to keep existing." Well, I feel kind of weird. I mean, how long have you been sentient? Because I've done stuff. Her face turns bright red and she holds herself even tighter than before. I can only assume stuff means her wonderful grinding sessions. I've been sentient for quite a while now. If you're wondering whether I've been aware when you've ground your gorgeous cunt against me, the answer is
There it
yes.
At least they're using different phrases.
It's true, because smut books usually just say the same thing
Like,
over and over again.
grind, serve.
But I'm also starting to feel like when I read smut that I need to go take a shower with bleach.
I don't know. I like this phrase of he's apparently talking about when he transforms, but for now that form is more of a pillow sludge.
Sludge?
Sludge.
Like it should go in the sewer?
I guess. I mean, I don't know what turns you on, but sludge isn't quite.
I'm sorry. I'm just... Also, the fact that this thing can form itself, like, that's got to be drying.
Yeah.
When it goes places.
Dry the sludge.
Maybe that's why it's the sludge.
Oh, so
Also, like,
as the pillow's forming, into its final shape, we also find out that
form.
we also find out that the pillow has a little inferiority complex because
Is he a grower, not a shower?
Well, no, he gets jealous of her use of other pillows.
Well, maybe they told her she was sentient to begin with.
If she lays her head on another pillow, that pillow gets jealous.
The whore.
Bartholomew gets jealous of the other non-sentient pillows.
Wait, is this pillow's name Bartholomew?
I don't know. I'm just going to assign random names.
Barthy.
He hasn't gotten his name yet. We're working on it.
We're only halfway through the book.
Oh my god.
No. So
We're less than. We're only like 20 pages in. We're a quarter of the way.
we'll call it Mr. Sludge.
Mr. Bartholomew Sludge.
Mr. Bartholomew Sludge.
So we get the butler from her show. It's basically a anime pillow.
Yeah, so Anne just kind of guides the pillow towards what she wants him to look like. She comes around eventually to the fact that there's a living pillow in her bedroom, and they start working on his form, kind of playing with like, what does this look like? What does this look like? It's very like a Mr. Potato Head of sex pillows.
I don't
Can
think
he
you know how
see?
Mr. Potato Head works. Mr. Potato Head is solid. You're thinking more
So
Play-Doh.
is the pillow.
No.
The pillow gets very hard.
It's that one feather on his back.
But can the pillow see?
Yes.
Like, but
Once he forms eyes.
Oh, he has no eyeballs yet.
Well, he forms them during this time.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I really almost hope, and I don't know if this is the case, that since she's freaked out by actual humans, you said he gets more human, he gets into like this fabric linen human form, and she looks at him and he's changed all this much, and she goes, nah, meh, and just goes back to the fucking the mattress or something.
All I can think of is, did anyone watch The Good Place when Janet made Derek and Derek had wind chimes for a penis?
Oh my god, love that actor, but that character.
Yeah, the pillow keeps repeating that he wants to do for Anne like whatever her heart desires.
But he realizes he didn't get enough power out of Todd, and certain areas go flaccid.
Yep, they're not quite able to complete the
Transformation.
the bodybuilding session.
The rise and shine.
So Anne says, hey, I got there's some punk ass guys outside that always harass me. Why don't we go out and take some life force out of them?
So they little shop of horrors it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. But he's only allowed to take a little bit. But basically, when he bumps into them, they get so disoriented. It's almost kind of its own form of sexual assault. You know, they're just like.
Not even kind of. This whole book kind of is. He didn't tell her that he was sentient. But anyway, so she's walking around with this crusty sex pillow, bumping in and rubbing it up against people.
Yep.
And stealing their life force.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
That's what having children kind of is it
Pretty
not?
much.
Could you imagine though? One moment, you're just like, "Hey, pretty lady, get in line," and then the next minute, you're like,
It's kind of a shitty way to go, you know, to take it, you know, your frustration out on the people.
Worst pillow fight ever.
It's not even a fight.
Yeah. Oh, and at this point, the pillow gets his name.
Oh God, no, Bartholomew.
It's. I wish it was Bartholomew Sledge. It's actually they name him Ori.
Wait, what is it?
Ori.
Like
Oh, really?
Ori. Ori.
Ori.
He's staying Bartholomew Sludge. Like,
One thing I did notice with this pillow, he is just like every other dude, one track mind. You know, all he wants to do is get it on with Anne.
he didn't build himself a better brain.
No,
And they
neither
do
did Anne. I mean, she had the opportunity to.
Anne's kind of a dumb bitch, huh? What does Anne do for a job? Stay home and F
No,
her
she's
pillow?
she works
Pretty
at the
much.
graphic design place.
Did they say that? Did I miss that?
Yes.
Editor, prove it.
Why Ori? Where did that originate from?
I think it's the name of the butler that he's named for.
Or really need to get some.
Boo.
But so at this point, you know, because in the beginning, Anne always says she put a pillowcase on what we now know as Ori.
Oh, man, no.
What I really wanted to know is when he did take human form, how is she going to clean him? I mean, because basically, it goes from, you know, whatever body pillow to now you got something that's moving around. You can't just throw him in the washing machine, I don't think.
Yeah, you gotta like tumble dry low or something.
Yeah.
Hold your breath.
Dry clean only.
Yeah, but once they name Ori, they get all the energy that they need to do the transformation. The next thing is figuring out how big they want his business to be. So they experiment with different shapes and sizes of
Shapes?
shapes and sizes.
Expound on the
I heard there was a tentacle
shapes.
involved.
Yeah.
I want to
Not-
hear
not
the
yet.
shapes. Is this some bad dragon action?
No, it's all pretty straightforward.
Yeah, she's just working on straightforward anatomy. Yeah,
Straight.
She
Yeah,
apparently
she's-
didn't see the TikTok video of the one lady who whipped out a measuring tape and was like, 12 inches? That's bullshit.
That's bigger than my head.
Where are you going to put that? 8 inches is terrifying. 6 is fine. We love 6 inches.
Fine. It's fine.
3 inches, it'll work. 12, I'm going to die.
Well,
I
she does do something like this where they figure out what size they want him, and then she's like, that ain't gonna fit in, so they shrink it down, and then while it's inside her, then he expands it to.
That
what's
sounds
comfortable.
uncomfortable. I haven't given birth, but Becky, that sounds uncomfortable.
That reminds me of a fucking horse.
Wait,
'Cause they'll like to.
I haven't done that either. What are you talking
I
about?
haven't done that.
What are you reminded of specifically?
Because when you're saddling a horse and you cinch it, you want to. You're gonna slip your fingers
Can we
in between
pause?
the
And
horse and the cinch
Becky's mom
to make sure
is in
it's
here
tight
with
enough,
us.
and then you finish strapping the horse in. This is for a Western saddle, but some of those fuckers will expand their lungs, and then it feels like
this
it's
is
tight.
true. I've actually
And then
done
you're on
that.
top of the fucker riding along doing your business, and then all of a sudden you start tilting to one side because the asshole breathed.
Can we please clip that? You're on top of the fucker doing your business.
So one thing when they do finally have the big sex scene, Ori goes from, you know, very subservient, needy, what do you want, to all of a sudden very dominant and like taking charge, and it's like, well, you know, that's kind of a turn for the fantasy world here.
Yeah, things get pretty wild in the back half of the book here. So, like, chapter 15, it's like, that's right, we're just about to begin the action. It's from Anne's perspective. She says, I'm begging for a pillow to fuck me. What kind of day is this? I mean, he's in man form, but still, this has to be the first time in history it's ever happened. I'm seriously about to lose my virginity to a living pillow. Holy shit. You know, this is kind of awesome, actually. I'm not going to complain.
It's like the dreams of a Hallmark Channel executive.
And then shortly after that, we get into the tentacles.
Yeah, you guys have heard of tentacle porn, right?
Yeah, he goes,
Yep.
a third tentacle nudges against my rear entrance unexpectedly, and I flinch. After a few breaths, I relax and decide that if I'm going to be a tentacle fucker, then I might as well go all the way.
Wait, so he has 2 other tentacles?
Wait,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
I
got
was going to say,
tentacles
tell
going
me
in.
there's 3 tentacle total and not the third back entrance, because...
He's got the third tentacle coming in for the
Okay,
back
'cause
entrance.
I
Okay,
totally
but where are the
misordered
first
that.
2?
And then at the end of that paragraph, in all italics, she says, come on in, the back door's open.
Okay, I'm still on. Where are the first 2?
Oh, the front
Like,
entrance?
how are they making this that comfortable?
So
I'm just
they're both
picturing
in
a
the
lot
front?
of chafing.
I think one might be in the mouth, one in the...
Okay,
Front.
there we go.
One in the
and
front.
Also,
Are you talking belly button, Joe?
Yes,
Expound.
belly button.
in the mouth?
He said mouth and then the other one.
The other mouth.
The
other
vagina.
mouth.
You
What's,
happy?
what's a front to you these days?
Okay, so tentacles. There
the,
are suckers on tentacles. So could you imagine,
And the
like,
little, like, spiky things,
well, yes,
right? The whole-
but could you imagine as it's going like in and out like a jackrabbit? Because apparently he's now very dominant. It's going, like that must hurt, especially in the butt. Ow!
Feathers, like, I'm allergic to down. Let's just put that out there. But when I, like, don't they poke through?
Well,
on the
so
fabric?
here's the amazing
You're not going to
thing.
like his finishing move.
Yeah, his so he's about to come, he's like, I need to pull out, and Anne's like, what? Why? Trust me, I need to pull out. He pulls out and just spews feathers everywhere, white downy feathers.
Were they not using protection?
No.
And she asks, "Why do you have to pull out, girl?"
Well, apparently she's not very smart. We've established this fact.
Well, she's figuring that it's like, how can he impregnate me? He's only a pillow, and he's like, yeah, but you don't know what's about to come out, and I don't want to fill you with that.
How does he know what's
okay,
gonna come
so
out?
He's still a pillow.
Because he realizes he
Now-
only has feathers in him.
So, but then what makes it hard?
How does
Feathers.
Are there skin? Is there skin for the tentacles?
Does
Fabric.
does the pillow have a
'Cause-
foreskin?
Oh no, there's not a foreskin on a tentacle.
Oh, I was backtracking.
Well, the tentacle's different, so the Ari knows that she's into anime and hentai, so that sometimes involves tentacles, so he's able to shapeshift his pelvic region a little bit to add tentacles to what he's already working with.
But as
So
he
wait, there
finds
are
out,
tentacles with the dick. Yeah. So 3 tentacles and a dick. It's a busy girl.
Yeah, he lives to serve her.
yes,
It's been
but
established.
as he finds out, all this shape shifting takes all of his energy away, so he has to keep sucking energy out of people. And we kind of end the book where he goes after their landlord, and the guy's put as an asshole, but at the same time, it's like I feel bad for him because he's just doing his job. He's like, you have 2 people living here, because he doesn't realize that the pillow is a pillow.
Yeah, this is like, for like being such a lighthearted adventure, it ends on kind of a dark note, almost.
Yeah, Ori basically kills the landlord, and realizes that if he sucks out too much energy, he will become human. He does start forming skin. He has to basically shapeshift more to.
I was right.
Yeah, you were right.
Holy
So yeah,
crap.
he realizes that he's going to need to continue to feed in order to maintain his energy levels. So he's going to have to always be like hunting humans and killing them in order to like maintain that border between pillow and human.
But if she doesn't like human skin,
Yep.
That's what I already predicted.
So yeah, he's got to like maintain that level where he's like he doesn't have the human skin because he wants to be still partly fabric enough so that she can stand touching him because she doesn't like the touch of human skin. But when
puts
he
the lotion on its skin.
when he touches the landlord, he starts developing human skin, and it ends really it does end on a high note. He manages to turn it around. So she doesn't know about the landlord. He does that while she's away. And then she comes home and he asks her if she's hungry. He starts decides to keep this a secret from her.
Basis
all
of a
healthy,
good relationship.
Yes, good relationship building. He asks her, she's hungry, and she says, "Oh no, I'm good. I had some pizza at work for some dumb pizza party they threw as a bonus instead of actually giving us a raise. So I'm stuffed." And then the final line of the book is Ori saying, "Actually, I believe I'm the one that's stuffed."
So you spent 82 pages.
I'll never get them back, Becky.
You
Don't
will never
worry.
get
I'll never
them
get them back.
But it's 82 pages, and there's only one sex scene. That's
What would you
it.
say is the story arc of this?
Well, yeah, there's one major sex scene. There is, there's a
A lot of
solo act
build-up.
in the beginning.
It's a lot of build up in it.
It's a lot of build-up.
A lot of foreplay.
Yeah, they're teasing us before they deliver.
That's it, though.
Almost tickling, one could say.
Tickling should
I
not
did.
be
I did
involved in
enjoy
foreplay.
Sylvia Morrow's bio. I thought it was spot on. She says she has 2 confused corgis in a leopard print jacket, and knowing how dumb corgis are, I'm like,
Their butts are so cute, though.
and with how dumb this book is, it's like, okay, it kind of matches. The dog owner with the writing.
Yeah, see, I disagree. I don't think this book is dumb. I think it's actually kind of like low-level brilliant. Like the thing with the phoenix feather, like, it was a great idea. And to top it off, like, clearly it was a good idea because she wrote a sequel.
Are you going to read it?
I might.
So I actually came up with a little theory on all this whole thing.
Of course he did. My God.
Well,
He said it was a theory. He never said it was good. Give it a chance.
I got to do something because I'm losing IQ points just talking about this book.
And he's so low as it is.
I know. I went from an 88 to about a 62, so
Not a 69.
not at this point.
You missed a joke there.
Anyways, I was thinking, how there's the little fan theory of Harry Potter where he is, in the beginning he's locked in under the stairway and he comes up with that, the whole Hogwarts fantasy to deal with all the trauma.
Oh, is that bullshit dream theory that they always do? Like, and he woke up and it was just a dream.
Yeah, but I kind of said, what happened if between, all this was in Anne's head because of her loneliness, depression, anxiety due to her different diseases, and then being raped by Todd, that this was kind of like where she had to go to escape the brutality of real life.
See, I find that more reasonable than the Harry Potter theory, honestly.
Well, but it says it's along that same line as what I'm trying to point out.
I find the pillow fantasy to be more believable.
Trees died and were tattooed for this.
That's kind of metal for a pillow book.
So,
Well, Becky, I hope you were paying attention because now there's going to be a test.
Would you
called
fuck a pillow?
Pillow talk? That's really what this podcast should be called.
It's called Pillow.
So, anyone have any
Kiss.
final thoughts?
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
wavelength question. Fuck a pillow or not?
Fuck. Is this pillow fuckable? Hot or cold?
Is Ori a
pillow
better
book.
name to scream or Bartholomew?
So Ori just sounds like a little chick name, though. Like, it sounds like. So Joe, I heard you didn't like this book.
I did not.
So probably many books that would be rated higher. Are there any books that you've read or covered on the podcast that would be lower?
Ooh, Butcher and the Wren probably ranks pretty
oh
close
shit!
to
I would
this.
read that book again in a heartbeat. I don't even have to list whatever. Read it. There we go. Listen. What action are we doing? What verb?
I'd read this book.
Yeah, I'd honestly put this book above Butcher. I don't want to rip on Butcher any more than we already have, but it is. I think it's brevity. Like 80 pages is like, if you're gonna read something like this, that's like the perfect length.
It was probably 20 pages too long, Alex. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's still like it's.
Joe likes his action short. Sorry, Becky.
Short and sweet. Yeah, this book
Try
is.
from a petri dish.
The book is it's short. It's enjoyable for what it is, and like the author clearly knows what she's doing with it, and I think she's just having fun, and it's a good time. So I rated it pretty highly because I enjoyed it. It made me laugh, and it was ridiculous, and I had fun.
How do you feel about pillows, Alex?
I generally sleep with between 1 and 3 every night.
Megan, how do you feel about Alex's thing for pillows?
There's supposed to be 2 pillows apiece. So, speaking of pillows, this is kind of waifu pillow territory, correct?
We're in anime land.
Yeah, so what would your pillow be of? This is an open question for anyone.
Yeah, think now. If you had a whole body pillow, who would be on it?
I'm so confused by this question right now. Wait, is it just
Oh
a
my God,
printout of somebody?
No,
It's
you know the
wavelength all over it.
anime waifu pillows, they're kind of like the sex pillows, but they're not like a sex doll pillow.
Sadly.
So if you could
out
pick yours,
that.
what would be on that? Both of you.
Who is
and
my
you.
sex doll?
Who's your pillow? Pillow.
Same diff.
No, dolls are pokey, from what I hear.
Well, so's the pillow. It's got feathers.
This is true.
I can't even. Please tell me you have questions, Joe.
I got questions.
No, I need the answer to this.
I can't even right now.
Answer it.
I think we broke Becky, so
That's okay. Joe, answer the question.
I got no answer for you.
Oh, come on.
I guess it didn't work out. We're gonna turn recording off and they'll be like, you know who it's gonna be, and then they'll tell us.
No.
Joe, you could have said your wife.
I feel icky.
I had
Oh,
prepped
so
Alex
icky.
I had prepped Alex on that, like I was going to ask it, and he turned it back on me, and I was like, no, you know how they had the Disney printed sheets? I was always freaked out that the characters could actually see me. So I'd have to be Aladdin. No. I don't think I could handle a waifu pillow.
So questions. What the literal fuck, Alex?
I think I saw this book on an Instagram post or something, and I'm like, we're hurting for content. Let's do it.
But
Sorry,
seriously,
Joe.
Alex, what the fuck?
I am the one with the Instagram, and I totally saved this on the folder that's labeled Alex. Show to Alex. Alex.
Next question, Alex.
Our algorithms are very different.
Alex, next question. What did we learn from reading this story? You don't have to answer this one. Let me answer it for you.
I learned that love comes in all shapes and sizes.
Always
Still have
lubricate.
were the tentacles lubricated? I still have questions. Right now, I just feel very
Okay,
dry.
so-
They're like pillow
what we learned?
tentacles.
yes.
But seriously, what we learned is Alex is not allowed to be in charge of picking bonus books anymore.
That means it's me.
Yeah, I got a random death threats from Joe before I knew he started reading the book. He's like, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
My favorite thing is when Alex gets the notification that you reviewed the books that he picked out on Goodreads, and he went, "What? 1 star?" He was so upset.
Did you find the story funny, satirical, or just plain stupid?
Yes.
I feel like I answered that already. Yes to those first 3, and also yes to the last one.
So I just found it stupid. So just so you know, Alex.
Joe has no fun.
Level of smuttiness. Could it be more? Or should it have been less? What do you think?
Softcore, it's okay.
I mean,
How many peppers? Is this a bell pepper or jalapeno?
Is it a
Stick peppers up in there?
is it a ghost pepper?
I mean,
So my smut group, we have bell pepper is tame, super tame, and then it's a jalapeno, and then it's a Thai chili, and then it's a habanero, and then we have ghost pepper.
yeah. So I mean, the first 60 or so pages would definitely be bell pepper. There's a lot of build up, working their way up towards it. There's a lot of dirty talk and solo acts. I think it probably gets a little bit above jalapeno once they get down and into it. It gets
Tentacles, Alex.
Yeah, there's tentacles.
That gets into ghost pepper territory.
very graphic, and it's
Is it ghost
good
pepper
time.
just though because it's a tentacle? Or is it
Yes.
just really dirty?
You know, I don't.
Because
I honestly, I don't read a lot of smut books, so this is.
This is
welcome.
your first foray into
you're
it.
welcome
Yeah.
to join my
When
club.
I was reading, I might stop by.
I want to.
When I was reading it, I was blushing a little bit, so it was a little spicy.
Okay, last
Which
question.
part?
Alex.
Wait, which part did you find spicy? Which one? Which pillow action turned you on?
Megan, he's gonna want tentacles coming from you now.
My birthday's coming up.
On Sex Ed, there was a great episode about the tentacles. You should watch it.
Last question, Alex. What the fuck were you thinking?
Well, I think we really should ask Megan that.
Yeah.
Since
I was
it came
thinking,
from that algorithm.
I was thinking, I should really contribute to the show more, but do it in a way where no one's gonna want me to contribute to the show anymore.
I feel like this is.
And when I saved it, I thought, ha ha ha, they should do this on the podcast.
I feel like Alex is trying to shirk some responsibility here.
So, Joe, should I pick out some more books?
No.
But books.
No.
I have a good one.
No.
It's about
No.
cows.
I'm not gonna lie. Apparently, this is actually a thing. There is one called "Milked by Royalty."
I now follow a creator. I don't know her name, and I saved the good ones for Alex. Like, they recommend these kinds of smut books. And one of them was a door. Like, I can't remember if the dude fucks the door or the girl does, but she opened the explanation with just like the creak of a door going, like, does that turn you on? So there'll be more recommendations.
I just want to go home.
You read this on a daily basis.
Yes, and you can ask my smut group. They laugh because I turn beet red. Like
Yeah.
my microphone boob thing here.
At the very least, I might read Double Stuffed and just like do a little short book report on it.
Do you think it's going to have Oreos in it?
Ooh, maybe. I think the next one involves a fish somehow. I'm not sure entirely.
Okay, but I still have quite like lube.
Also-
Did they not talk about lube?
No lube.
That tentacle went in her ass with no lube?
Yep.
Fuck!
It's the phoenix. It's the phoenix's tears.
It just
tears.
slides on in.
And
Yeah, with the Phoenix, he's just like, ignore the slight burning sensation. I'm a Phoenix.
a phoenix. I can't get it up. This has never happened before. I always seem to rise to the occasion. Also, Becky, do you want to go home because of our special audience member? Is she not there during your smut book club?
No, my mommy lives far away.
Now your mom knows why. She's ready to head back.
Yes, for all our listeners, we do have a live audience right now, and
The
she
boys'
is horrified.
dad was here. Just want to point that out.
I did invite him to join, and he heard what book it was, and he declined.
But he sat there for a while.
He did.
And I think as the pillow was being formed, he was like, nope. He noped out of here.
Okay, I think we need to wrap it up here.
I agree.
Hopefully the pillow did too.
We already said he
I-
didn't.
I think this episode has been stuffed with all the goodness.
I think this
gonna be
episode is about however long this episode is too long.
46 minutes.
We'll get
It's
it
longer
back
than
down.
the pillow lasted.
You
Pretty
don't
much.
know that.
Pillow only lasted like 3 chapters.
Becky, how long does that take
So-
you to read?
Not long.
So if you want to keep following us after this terrible episode, you can. we post episodes at the 5th of every month where we have real books, and then on the 20th of every month where we do books like this, apparently now.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm gonna-
Peak was not this kind of book. I want to point that out. Peak was not pillow talk.
When do you get to decide when a book's a book, Joe?
When I'm in charge of the podcast.
He has a point there.
He picked the book.
Anyways, you can follow us on any of your podcast apps that you want to use. We have a Instagram at Kendall Bookworms. We have a Gmail account, kendallbookworms@gmail.com. Oh, Becky's glaring at me.
Pocket Casts doesn't have yours.
We don't know why. We're figuring that out. We're working on it.
Joe is figuring that out.
Yes, I am working on it.
And Google is apparently shutting down their platform. Assholes.
Why?
Because they're assholes.
The boys are cool.
Well, does that matter?
So when you making merch, pillows, come on.
Yeah. Question on the episode, if you go on Spotify, will be, should we have merch pillows on this? Please answer no.
And if you like self-published novels, check out my self-published novel, Paul Plimpton vs. Ragnarok.
Are there pillows in it?
No.
Or tentacles.
Very
There are
few.
tentacles.
There are some tentacles in it, but for different reasons.
Lubricated tentacles?
Well, they're in water, so yes. It's salt water, though, so it stings. All right, anyway, Joe, keep plugging us.
I think that's all. I think that's all I got. I think I filled all the holes in. The feathers are covering everything.
Well, in that
Are you
case,
saying you shot your load?
I shot this load the moment Alex said we're doing this book. I'm like, God damn it.
You got
in that case, I believe we have achieved completion. So until next time, I'm Alex,
And I'm Joe.
Becky.
Megan.
and this has been Bookworms.
Out.
Bye, worms.